You know, I said,
Panahon
Tito,
pa yan ng tatay niya, di
Tito,
ba?
what's the secret? How do you stay young like you know? And he just smiled. He never really said anything. And so, of course, again, during his birthday celebration, I said, Tito, ano ba sekreto? I want to be like you also when at first I want to live to 100 years old. And I want to be like you when I'm 100 years old. And then sabi niya, alam mo anak, I'm not sure that I'm 100 years old. I think I'm older. Sabi ko, bakit? Nawala yung records ko sa gera. But eventually, I found, apparently, Katrina just told me, that he found his papers eventually. And ladies and gentlemen, this man was 103 years old, which is even more remarkable. But the one thing, in all of his maneuverings, in all of his very clever ways of getting his best result, of helping us, of helping everyone, the one line that I noticed,
National Defense pala siya, no? Nung kay Apo Lakay pa.
yeah.
Grabe, no?
In his heart of hearts,
Siya pala yung National Defense, ma'am. Ay, sino ba to?
He would remove himself. And he'd say,
Ma'am Imelda, hello po sa inyo, ha?
You go ahead and do what you think is proper, but I cannot be part of this. And that was Tito Johnny all the way. He was, after being the genius of a lawyer, after being a long-serving, taking all the very important positions in all the departments of government, the legislature, the judiciary, and the executive. After all that, that is the most important part of him, was his being a national servant. And that's how he saw himself. We are here to serve. And therefore, we will do everything that we can to make the system work. But I cannot be part of anything that I believe is against the national interest. And that is the core of Tito Johnny. And it is a lesson that we all learned from. We learned from many people, but we also learned it from him. And it was an important part of
Mga taga-California, taga-US, sila sa inyo.
Will we, in our lifetimes, find another person like this? I don't think so. I don't think so, not in my lifetime. Maybe you guys, you younger people, you will meet some other genius, some other remarkable person such as this. But I will not in my lifetime, not anymore. He was what we now, the phrase we now use is that he was old school. Old school. He was an old gentleman. He was old school. He was always correct. He was always proper. He was always, every time, he showed up to everything. Even the kid's birthday party was not invited in, he'd come. Which said, Tito, you didn't have to come. Of course I did. Of course I have to greet everybody and like this. And that was the man he was. He was devoted to his work. He was devoted to his family. He was devoted to the country. And there is no higher praise than I can make of anyone.
Kaya kailangan talaga mag-ingat ni BBM, no?
Of anyone.
Kasi mga kababayan ko,
that I know,
maraming banta kay BBM. Mahirap na pagkatiwalaan yung kahit nga, di ba? Yung kapatid, di ba? Mga kababayan, ganun na lamang siraan.
He lived, he was willing to die, he was willing to bleed for the country. And that's what we will miss. Perhaps we don't find so many of those people anymore. So as we grieve the loss of JPE, so let us also be grateful that at some time in the history of the Philippines, there was a man who devoted his entire being to the service of the Filipino. Would that we, the rest of us, could be able to do even a little bit of what he had done. But we must all follow that example that he gave to us. We must always remember the benefits, the contributions that he made to the Filipinos, to the Philippines. And that is how I will remember Tito Johnny. He is my Tito.